All right, welcome back to Teach Me Money Methods and my Building in Public series. We're going to just quickly go through. I'm just going to actually tell you, hey, I made $294 yesterday. You can pause the screen and check it out if you want. It wasn't a big day or anything like that, but we're going to go ahead and just jump right in to content that you want. And so I figured today that I would share with you that I did some TikTok ads and gain some leads. We kind of go over some of those results and so forth, right? So a lot of you are probably wondering how you could bring leads into your business, maybe how much it's going to cost. How do you run TikTok ads? This was my very first time running TikTok ads and I'm having a go at it. I'll share with you my results. I don't think that they're very good, but nonetheless, you have to try and figure out if your creative is matching. This was going after a broad audience because I've watched some videos of some TikTok experts and they said when you're getting started to actually just let TikTok decide what the best audience is and so forth. And then you can actually start seeing who's engaging with your ad. And then you can actually create custom ads that's just going after that market of people, right? So that's kind of how ads begin. I'm definitely not done with running TikTok ads, but I did pause my campaigns right over here. I can share with you my story, kind of my experience getting set up and everything was very easy. This is one of the easiest platforms that I've ever tried out that, like within a day, I was approved with my business account, my ads account, they approved it. And then I'm running a Make Money Online campaign over here, which I believe that if I was running this on Facebook, they would not accept this as an ad. So it seems as though TikTok, if you're going to spend money with them, they're a little bit more lenient on what they'll allow as an ad in your business. Like I said, if I was using this for TikTok, for Facebook, it wouldn't work. They would definitely, and that's why you hear of so many people getting their Facebook ads account banned and so forth. I've gotten to the point where Facebook I just don't use. It's just it's very expensive, and I'm not going to go through the trouble of putting in all the effort, building up your account, and then getting it shut down or banned overnight just because. And then you're kind of guessing, what did I do wrong, right? You approved the last ad and this ad was just like that. And then now it's gone, right? So I hear of this all the time. I even have a friend that's in the mental health niche, and he's actually a therapist, a mental health therapist, has his master's degree, has his own private practice, and he has filled out, and then they literally took his page down and everything overnight and just left him guessing and so forth. So I don't really like the way that they do things. So that's why I tried out TikTok, and I'm going to try out some solo ads on this place called Udemy. It's right over here, Udemy or Udemy. And I've used it before. And what I want to do is go and test out a couple of dealers on Udemy or Udemy. That's kind of funny how to pronounce this. I'm going to say Udemy because Udemy is actually the course platform. And so I don't want to call them both the same thing, the exact same thing, right? And Udemy it is spelled differently as well. And so I think it would probably be pronounced differently as well. So I just wanted to show you that this ad campaign right over here, you can look at it. We did, I guess that was $50 a day, but the first ad was right over here. And you can see that we ended up at a $2.45 per lead. So this CPA is cost per action. So you have your conversions. I was able to get 24 conversions right there. We had a click-through rate of 1.63. So this one had a better click-through rate, but it costed me more to get the actual lead. I mean, we're looking at almost up there to $3 per lead. You can look at the impressions, the cost per 1,000 impressions or views, cost per click is $1. So not bad considering that we're bringing leads into our business, right? That's just them clicking on the ad, but that's not them filling out the form. Now, both of these TikTok ads, I took the recommendations of some other YouTubers that run TikTok ads, agencies and so forth. And they said when you're starting off, your conversion rates are going to be a little bit higher, and should be a little bit lower cost if you just use the built-in TikTok form. And then what ends up happening is you go over here and you have to go over to leads. I'm not going to show you that because I'll actually be showing you the email addresses, but you'll click on leads over here, and then that's where you'll get your leads. And it does a really good job at every day. It separates every time I export them, and then I would upload them into this place over here, system that I've showed you guys. I'll upload them in here, and I can actually automatically subscribe them to one of these autoresponder campaigns, right? So it's actually not too bad. they give you the option, but I think I actually tried to go through and you have to set a pixel on your website. You have to do all these different things in order to set it up to automatically just show your landing page. That's kind of the way that I wanted to set it up, but it just wouldn't work for me. I couldn't find the right training tutorial on YouTube either. And so then I went ahead and just went with the forms. So the TikTok has a native built-in form that it doesn't take people off of the platform and so forth. So that's probably why TikTok really likes it, is that while they look at your ad, they watch it like they're watching a normal TikTok, and then there's a button that says learn more. If they click that learn button, that's where this price comes in, right? But then there's still a step. If they want more information, they got to fill out a form, give me their name and email. You can control all those things. And then that's where the conversion is going to happen. So you can see that the cost per click is pretty low. I would consider $1 is really good. If I could get leads for $1, then I would do this all day. But you can see that only about 30% of people that are clicking on the learn more are actually ending up, going through with it, giving me their name and email, and then, entering it. So we ran this right here was one video, and then I let that run for a couple days. And then I let this one run for a couple days, around a $30. I don't know why this says $50, but really it was about $30 per day. And then what ended up happening was kind of interesting. You can click on view data, and it's going to give you more data right over here as well. It'll give you the impressions. It'll give you just a little bit more in depth. I had 27 conversions and impressions percentage, and it gives you some good stuff right over here. Total cost was $76 on that campaign, and you can look at even more like by day and so forth. So if you're running e-commerce, or you're just like what I'm doing is just lead generation for my own business, then you'll be able to have the numbers to make smart decisions. Is this working? And you kind of have once leads start coming into your business, and then you start putting them into your funnel, and then if it actually turns to sales, then you'll be able to start seeing if this is working, and what your break-even point is. If you can bring leads in and then bring them into a business or sell a product to them that's actually a membership product where they're going to pay more than 1 month, most likely, then if you break even, then you're actually breaking ahead, right? Coming out ahead. But if you are selling a $27 course and it costs you $50 just to sell that $27 course, then the data would steer you towards maybe this is not working. Maybe I need to up my price on my course. Maybe I need to do this. Maybe I need to do that. So you'll be able to use these numbers to make those decisions in your business. There was something interesting in this campaign, particularly. I had 2 videos. So I'll come over here and I'll click on it one more time, and you can see that there was 2 videos right over here. And for whatever reason, TikTok, and this is great. This will be a really good tip for you. If you try this out, I recommend just starting every single video, or if you're going to try 3 creatives or 3 placements, just create them all as their separate campaign. Because what ended up happening is that I created this as an ad set. I put 2 videos in there, and it should have split tested both of these equally, and it did not do that. It did not split test these equally. You can see that $67, almost $68 of the budget for this campaign went into just one ad. And this is the video and the ad that I actually thought was better video edited, and I thought it would do better. And it, in fact, it didn't get tested enough. So I don't really have any data to really go off of on this particular one. So what did this result in? Well, it resulted in, we go back to the dashboard, it resulted in, you can see some more information on the actual dashboard. You can see by day and so forth. Super cool. I've spent $132 basically. We can go into the campaign settings over here. And what this resulted in was 51 conversions. So I ended up getting 51 email addresses. It costed $135. And so you're going to get your total. It already does it for you. You don't have to calculate or anything. A grand total of $2.65 was how much it cost to actually get a lead. And, and there's a lot of lead generation businesses and so forth, like local lead gen and so forth, that it's going to cost you upwards $5 or more to get one lead into your business. So this isn't terrible, but I would say it's mediocre results. I want to see if I can do better. And so you want to make sure to subscribe so you can learn more about this while I'm testing and showing you what works. If I go in here and I find some good solo ad providers, and I can can get, my cost per click. This is the big thing, or cost per lead. It's not really based on clicks. Udemy is also going to sell based on clicks, like 40 cents per click, 50 cents per click. But this is the big one. How much did it cost to gain a new email? And this is what my number is right now. Again, mediocre, not amazing, but definitely if I could get this in the dollar range, then we would be cooking, right? And so what did I do? I exported those out, and we exported them. System has a great upload feature. We were able to, import them pretty easily, and then we subscribed them. We subscribe them to this campaign, right? I have 10 emails going out, warming my new email leads up. And you can see that the bulk of them were right over here. And so I uploaded them, and they're all on this day right here. So they've already gone down 1, 2, 3, like 3 or 4 emails in. I did this a few days ago, and they are going through right over here and so forth, right? So they are leads that were interested in my business and making money with YouTube and affiliate marketing. And then they are now also opening up my email. So I am increasing my lead generation into my business. I haven't made a sale from it yet. It's not enough leads to really say, hey, cool, I got someone out of, thin air that doesn't know anything about me to buy something that's still pretty, kind of a very cold, relationship or environment to try to make a sale. But what I can do is start emailing all these people on the list, even from that I got from TikTok, and share my video content with them on a daily basis. So then they can start getting to know me, getting to know the way that I teach, how to make money online and so forth. And then maybe at some point after, who knows how many videos they need to watch for them to kind of say, hey, I want to give this membership a try. I'm going to go ahead and sign up. So pretty cool stuff, guys. Make sure you stick with me, because I'm going to go ahead and hopefully today I'll be able to go and submit something over here, and then I'll share that with you. So today's video was just about lead generation and my results with TikTok, bringing in emails, getting more email subscribers on my list, and, lead generation and list building. Okay. So let's go and answer some questions real quick. We're right over here. So right off the bat, Dan Best says, please turn your music off or lower the volume at 60%, blah, blah, blah. I read this already. Basically I'll just say, I apologize. Why you guys are hearing it so loud is that the video or the audio is actually being recorded on my video, right? So like when you push record on Descript, it can actually say, do you want to record computer audio as well? That way, when I go and push play on a YouTube video, because I'm sharing something with you, like in yesterday's video, then you'll be able to hear it really well. And so it actually is extremely good at either Descript or my Mac is good at recording the audio from the computer as well while recording your screen. Super cool stuff. But I had it turned way down, and it turns out that it was still way too loud. I will be honest, and out of the over 1,000 videos that I've published on YouTube, anytime I've ever tried to use music in my videos, and turning it even down to like 12 out of 100 in some video editors, anytime I've tried to put music in my videos, I've always had people that don't like it. I've always had people say, just no music, please don't, whatever, right? So the music has just never worked out for me. I think that you could have a perfect video and it, turned down to the perfect spot, and you would still have a percentage of people, probably 30% of people or less, that would just rather watch the content without music, right? But then what do you do? Because then what if there's other people that are like, I like the video with music. It makes it more uplifting and engaging and so forth, right? So you can't please every viewer that's going to watch your videos. I do understand that. I will agree with you that it was probably too loud, and that can be very annoying trying to learn something. So I'll just, it was just a little test. I absolutely realize and know that, the music is more or less more annoying. And so that's why the last probably 300 videos that I've uploaded, I haven't messed with music or anything like that. So anyway, thanks for the feedback. I'll keep the music off going forward. Then you were saying something about being bored watching my spreadsheet, should we show monthly earnings, not daily? Well, I don't agree with that, because the whole point of doing a building in public series is to share with you the ups and downs, the income that's coming in, like right now, how I've had 2 kind of low stagnant days, right? Not topping 300, right? But then it's really cool when I have these swings at 900 and 600 and 600 and so forth, right? We're in one of the slowest months of the year, and I'm sharing with you the journey of being an affiliate online and the business that I've built and the highs and the lows. And so you can't really do that. I could share an income report once a month. Cool. But guess what? You're creating all this content content for people, and then you create one kind of income earnings sharing or whatever like that, and then you end up getting a low amount of views on that video as well. So, it may not be for you as far as just the style that I'm doing this, but I have kind of done this in the same style that Jackie from Indexy has done on his, and he is just blowing it up. If I go over here, right over here to building and public, right over here, and we go
I built
and check
up
this
a 7-figure stock portfolio.
And we go to videos, this guy is now getting 1.6 thousand views. I mean, I have more subscribers than him. He only has 8,000 subscribers, but look at, he's getting 1,000 views per video now. He doesn't do any thumbnails, and he starts every video off with you watching him for 20 seconds take dry creatine in his mouth, right? So so I'm kind of the guy that when I watch his videos, the creatine thing, every single video is actually annoying to me in the same way that me sharing my boring spreadsheet to you is annoying to you, or boring to you, right? So I am definitely comfortable with taking the constructive feedback. The music I'll definitely won't do, but as far as sharing the income earnings, I think that it's motivating, like to the next person. Profit Notch, I think the more time I spend on how much I made and why I made it and so forth, it can be very motivating to people that are already making money online as well. All right, cool. So we've got Profit Notch. You said never felt so epic watching the video, LOL, with the music. You can tone it down to 50% so that doesn't distract. The video is full of value and learn a lot about utilizing ChatGPT and more. And regarding the channel, please don't stop. The 100 views you're getting is, I believe, your most loyal subs, and it'll increase over time. And you know that. He's saying his last few videos have done really well for him. He did do some different thumbnail testing and so forth. And maybe I should try. He did some things with his titles and his thumbnails. That's kind of where I'm at right now too, is trying to fiddle with titles and thumbnails and so forth and see what works better. I know I did get a better click-through rate. Something kind of strange on this one, guys, which would be the analytics. You'll be able to see over here that I actually got under reach. I had a pretty good reach score, but then I didn't get as many views. So I guess that was happening on one of my other channels on LearnWire. I had one that the impressions click-through rate was like a 7%, but then I got really low views. So I think what can end up happening is what that means is that sometimes you can get a good click-through rate, but the overall topic or something is just not resonating. And so YouTube is not pushing the content out like it normally does. But it was kind of weird to see a good click-through rate, a high click-through rate in comparison with my other videos, but then lower views than normal. If you guys have any feedback on that, has that happened to you and so forth, then that's cool. All right, so I had to take a 45-minute call just now, actually. And so that's why I'm actually... We see more people coming in here, but I appreciate you, Profit Notch. Thank you very much. We have Roz that just tuned in and left a comment. Another good content from your side. Thanks a lot. If you ever decide to change the channel, let us know here, as I am keen to follow your journey on a brand new channel. I really appreciate that. I do think that Profit Notch is right when he says that, the 100 people that are watching my channel right now are probably, have bought products from me, have been following me for a very long time. And, all I need to do is just build on that. Every subscriber that I can get, every newcomer that is watching my videos is important to me. And I need to respect and be happy that I'm getting those 100 views, right? And I'm grateful. So I really appreciate statements like that you would want to continue following me, whether I decide to change or not. So really, really means a lot to hear those things. The last one, I've watched every video of yours until the end. So here's someone that I forgot what book it is or who came up with that thing, but if you can get 1,000 loyal followers, then you're set, right? You're set in your business. And so, I may not have 1,000 right now, but I definitely probably have 100. And, Vasti, I believe, is one of them. So I really appreciate you, man. Insights, techniques, and thoughtfulness are value. You can't understand why I'm not getting increasing views either. You thought the thumbnails with the dollar amounts would really rocket views. I thought so too, but they were just showing pretty low. Sometimes we're in the 2 or 3% click-through rate. It's really strange. Did Questify bring sales? I would have hoped some sales would have been, yeah, I made 9 sales so far, just FYI. And then the music was way too loud. So I get it. Everyone said something about the music. I won't do that again. Appreciate the feedback, guys. Long video again. I keep trying to keep these at 15 minutes and then I talk forever. So I really need to just jump in and do 5 minutes minimum. So I spent too much time on the TikTok part, I think. And that's part of the thing about being scripted or being unscripted, like I'm doing right now, is that, you know, it spills over and I end up just talking forever. A scripted video, at least, would allow me to control the length of the video. Appreciate you guys. Tune in tomorrow.